What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tom Quigley, bringing the latest tips, tricks and techniques for all your contemporary painting and drawing needs, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, it's all about those bad habits and those things that you need to avoid within painting. And I'm going to give you my 5 top tips to hopefully improve your painting. So I'm not going to hang around, and the first one is very important. Make sure you've got a clean palette before you start painting. I tend to paint on glass, or should I say use my palette on glass, and the reason being is it's so easy to clean that I don't have to worry about it too much. But if you leave it, it's just another chore to do before getting motivated to start your painting. If you do want to keep your paints wet, whether you're using acrylic or oil, then maybe just cover them up with maybe cling film. That works an absolute treat. So the first one, make sure you'll clean your palette before you start the painting of the day. And the second one, again, really simple, but some people seem to overlook it. And this is for all different painting types. So whether you're working in oil, acrylic, or even watercolor, cleaning your water is really important. Some of that contaminated water that's in that pot is definitely going to change the hue or the color that you're trying to mix, and it'll definitely make it a little bit too muddy if you want that clean look. Top tip, if you do want to make sure it's extra clean, make sure you got 2 pots of water, or if you use an oil paint, make sure you got 2 pots of turpentine. Dunk your paintbrush into the first one, make sure all the excess paint has been taken off, and then go to your first one. And just remember, you don't have to throw away your turpentine, you can keep it. Just make sure you keep it to one side, all the sediment will go down to the bottom, and then you can decant it into a new tub. It will be a discolour slightly, but it's a good way. It just saves, using over and over again. And yeah, obviously saves the environment because it's quite potent using the turpentine. So, on to number 3. Number 3. It's all about lighting. Lighting is so important within a painting. If you're in the shadows or in the dark, your colours are going to look completely different. Just like if you were painting inside from a reference image, all the way to maybe doing some plein air and painting outside in a landscape. It's either going to be really high exposed light, so when you're painting outside, your painting seems to be really light, but when you bring it indoors, it seems to be a little bit more dull, and then vice versa. If you've got a really dark room, you're trying to lighten some of those colours. Once you get into a good lit space, it's going to be a little bit too light. What I would suggest is try and use daylight as a guide. It's always going to be best painting in the daylight, early morning. Make sure you're near to a window. But if you want to, you can make sure you got some, synthetic lights, but just try and get it on the lighter side. If you're doing warmer, it's just going to make your painting warmer, but it's entirely up to you. But just make sure you've got some decent lighting on your painting. And number 4, it's all about washing your brushes, especially if you're using acrylic. If you leave the paint on them, they will harden and ruin your brushes. So making sure you clean them for your next session of painting is always going to help you out. And make sure you place them facing upwards so you don't bend the bristles when you've finished. And the last one, number 5, is all about pre-mixing your colours. Now, this isn't a rule of thumb, but if you do pre-mix your colours, it's going to, again, save you from, you ever made a colour that you wanted to, but you've not made enough, and then you have to mix it again and get it the wrong kind of colour? Try and pre-mix those colours. And just remember, the key to a decent painting is that all the colours have an element of each other within them. If you're mixing every new colour every single time, then you're not going to really have that continuity within a painting, that kind of harmony. So try and mix your colours before the painting, and that's going to help you later on, and also get it done really quickly. Yeah, if you've got to really want to get that brush stroke in there, but you've got pre-mixed the colour before, again, losing that momentum. So hopefully you found those 5 top tips on things to avoid within the painting, and also to stop those bad habits informative. And try and let me know in the comments if you decide to use those in your own painting. Again, these are very small and marginal gains, but they will make a massive difference to your painting, and also just speed up the process. Sometimes getting momentum to even start a painting can be very difficult, but being prepared and planned can also help you along. If you like this video, please give us a like, it's always appreciated. And if you want to see similar videos, then please hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell. But until next time, guys, see you later. Bye.